So this is how the action will be available in the action center and you can assign it for further processing. Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing. So today in this video, we are going to understand the concept of human in the loop and we are going to build a workflow that integrates document understanding and action center. We are going to see a very basic workflow and extract data from a simple invoice, but we'll be completely implementing it that how you can integrate document understanding to your action center and have human in the loop implemented. So let's get started. Now, as we know, the framework of document understanding is we have to design our taxonomy, then we have to digitize the document, extract the data. But right after extracting the data, what we used to have was a present validation station. Here, while integrating Action Center, we have to do the same. But instead of using the simple present validation station, we have to use a present validation station that sends an action to the Action Center, which is called as document validation action. And we are going to wait for it to get resumed and do the further processing. So let's understand the first step of creating the taxonomy. So in the taxonomy manager, I have added the fields that I would want to extract from my invoice. That is going to be the invoice date, number, the amount, from and to address, as you can see over here. So this is what I want to extract through my invoice. Now I'm processing a very simple invoice. Let me show the invoice. As you can see over here, this is an Acme invoice that I'm going to process and extract the data using the machine learning extractor. So I'm just looping through a folder in case if you have multiple files in that particular folder. Now, the very first step is load taxonomy, right? So the taxonomy output will be available in the any variable that you create over here. Then I'm going to digitize my document using the OCR. Now, here I'm using the UiPath document OCR, which is very much giving the accurate result in case of data extraction when we are having different types of documents. So digitized document basically extracts the data from the document into a text format in my variable document text, right? And here in UiPath document OCR, you need to provide an API key. Now this API key comes from the same place where you get your, so if I go to admin and if I go to licenses, robots and services and document understanding. So you have to copy this same API key and you have to use it within the UiPath document OCR. Now after that, we have our step that is data extraction scope. Here you need to provide the document path, the text and the object model that was previously created, then the taxonomy output and document type ID. Now where does this come from? So if I go over here in my project folder and to document processing folder, this will be auto generated. You don't have to do anything, and open with notepad. So if you see, here is the document type ID available. So you need to copy that and you need to use within our data extraction scope. Now right after that, what you have to do is you have to, and here I have configured my machine learning extractor. Now when I click on configure extractors, as you can see over here, I have directly selected the multiple fields available over here. Here I have indicated different fields that I want to extract and selected a machine learning extractor field over there. So this is very simple. And the endpoint for invoices is https://du.uipath.com/i/invoices. And the API key is same over here that we have been using in our UiPath document OCR, right? Now this is the very important step which has our action center involved, right? So what you need to do is you need to give a action title. This need not be created anywhere else. You can just create over here. You can set the action priority over here, right? Then action catalog, you can have anything. This is my organization name that I have kept over here. Then action folder path, that is default, and bucket name. So you need to create a storage bucket within your orchestrator. How you are going to do that is you are going to go to your orchestrator storage buckets and document understanding. Now this is like depends on you what data you want to store within the storage bucket. So if you see while processing, each and every data is stored: the DOM zip, image zip, output results, taxonomy, etc. The storage bucket has all the data available. If you want to it, access it. Then again over here we are going to pass the same parameter, document text and all that. And here we are going to have one action object as the output. Now we are going to use this output. Now there needs to be something which tells that when this task is completed you have to resume it, right? So once it is created, I'm going to pass the same over here. If you see, it's action object. So this same action object is as an input for wait for document validation station, and you can find this activity over here. If I go over here, create document validation station, right? And wait for document validation station. So it's very simple. You need to pass the same data over here. You can select this remove data from data storage, so it will remove the complete data. And here you have an action object output if you want to do any other further processing. If not, you can just create that variable and no need to use it anywhere. Now once the data is validated, we'll have our data, that is validated extraction results, and then we can use that to write it into our Excel file. So you can just simply use the output data set from extract, export extraction results, and you can, instead of running a for loop or something, you can write just directly write data sets dot table and your table like 0 or 1, whichever you want to use. So this is very simple, right? If you see, I have only changed two steps, that is I have added create document validation station and wait for document validation action and resume. Now what you need to do is you need to publish this to your orchestrator, because if you run right from your studio, it won't resume the task, right? Since it is connected to the assistant and the further processing happens through that. So what you need to do is you need to simply publish it. So if I go to my home and processes, right, here I have published my workflow, document understanding demo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply run it, and let me select a robot. And one more thing, you might have this doubt if you are using interactive sign in and sign out, right? So what you need to do is you need to connect your assistant through machine key instead of that, right? So if you connect using the machine key, you will be successfully able to execute the complete process. Now I'm going to click on start and let me go to jobs. You see this is running, right? Now this will go into a suspended state once the action is created over there. Now let's wait for it. So here we can see it is in the suspended state. That is, my action should be available now. If I go back to my action center and let's go to unassign, right? Now we also have an activity through which we can assign a task to a particular user, that we'll be seeing in the further videos in the advanced part of document understanding. But for now, if you can see, the data is extracted over here with a good accuracy: invoice date, number, date, the total amount, right? 642, in both the addresses. Now if you see here, only the address is extracted, the further part is not extracted, since that is not relevant to the machine learning extractor field that we have given. Now I have assigned it to the self, right? And now what I'm going to do, if you see, the job is still in the suspended state since the task has not been resumed. Now I'm going to resume the task, that is I'm going to save, continue and save, and now it should be going back into the running state. Now we might have an error because that is due to my Excel installation within this system, but if it works, then we'll go directly to a successful state. Okay, so we have gone to the successful state, and now let's see the output that we have. In the output, now if you see, all the data is extracted over here, and I have also included the confidence of every field that was extracted. Now, when we were in our action center, we could see the accuracy of each of the field 94, 89, 87. So you can have the same. Now, how does this come is within your export extraction result, you have to select these two fields if you want that same in your output file, right? So this is how you can have the confidence of each of the fields. Now, if you see, all the data is extracted and I have confidence of each of the fields that was available in the present validation station. So this is how you can simply integrate your UiPath document understanding with Action Center, and this is the concept of human in the loop, which can validate the complete data that is processing through the Excel file. In the future videos, we'll be seeing how we can use assign task, how we can use UiPath forms as well. So thank you for watching the complete video. Please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And if you have any doubts, feel free to post them in the comment section. Thank you for watching the complete video.